Hello guys, Prince here, and yeah, we're back here again with the hammer and the hunting horn. Um, Back in second gen, I actually played the hammer quite a bit, not the hunting horn, because I find it very clunky in second gen, to be honest. Basically, you would do the songs to buff yourself or your allies, and then you would spam triangle plus circle, which was the strongest move. Like the other moves were just for songs, and they wouldn't do a lot of damage, to be honest. Um, but yeah, it was pretty boring in my opinion. The hammer was a little bit more. It was boring as well, in my opinion, obviously, but it was a little bit less. But nowadays, these weapons are much more complicated, so I cannot give you a perfect analysis, probably, and certainly not the inputs, but I'm gonna try, okay? Let's watch it clean. Sick. Very sick. Very sick. People say they didn't like the hammer reveal, but they also say they liked the charge blade reveal. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you don't like the hammer reveal, then you can't say you like the charge blade reveal in terms of new things showed. Because like, let's be real. They didn't show much for the hammer. They didn't show much for the charge blade either. You're just biased, probably, okay? And I'm gonna say this as a Charge Blade main. I'm defending the Hammer mains, okay? Like, okay, listen. Little overview of the weapon. The hammer is a little bit on the heavy side, but it has good movement compared to like the great sword. And let's first of all let's set up let's set it up here because the design is so sick. And so it's a little bit more mobile, but it still hits very hard. The hammer can charge the moves just like the great sword, but you can still move while doing so. The hammer also is, I believe, the very first weapon that has blunt damage. So you have a different type of damage. So basically, when you meet a monster, okay, that monster has weak spots, but the weak spots for a cutting weapon and a blunt damage weapon are different. Okay, so with the hammer, most of the time you want to hit the head, but in certain situations there could be differences between the cutting damage and the blunt damage. Uh, Besides, the weapon is very simple: hit the head, get a KO, go hit the head some more, and work for the next KO damage stagger. So it's very simple, just bonk the head. However, it has some technical parts to it, and in this video we can see that we have a little bit more to work with. Now, let's start watching it. By the way, this must be a new monster. However, the armor here, okay, just looks so similar to the silhouette of the young Kutku. Now, I'm gonna say this now. Uh, I could just be wrong. The fuck the silhouette of the thing makes me think of a bird wyvern that maybe is poisonous, but it could be wrong. Okay, It could be a snake or something else, but it makes me think of some other relative of the young Kutku, because the young Kutku armor is very similar to this one, guys. Just go and watch it. It's very damn similar. I guarantee you. And if so, if it's a young Kutku relative, I'm happy, man. I really love young Kutku, even though he's stupid and useless because it's a very early monster. I always loved him, so I would be extremely happy. Now, here it's gonna show just a basic combo, but as you can see, he does some left and right movement, just like the Sword and Shield, okay, that we watched before. And then he's gonna use the clutch claw, or just claw, okay. He's gonna use that to move as he's charging, so he keeps the charging levels as he moves. It's a move that was basically taken from Rise and Sunbreak, and this time it's not gonna cost any Silk Bind, and I'm not even bad. It's just some mobility. It's good. Wait, let me show you a little bit better here. You see? You see how we reposition to the left? Boom. You see? The movement. Boom. Boom. This is the Big Bang combo. You just spam circle on a monster. It's very committal, but when you know that you can do that you have a lot of time to do damage, this is the best. Bam, bam, bam. And this is the focus strike. It's gonna go boom, 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 and then a last strike. So cool. This is a counter. It's a charged attack that becomes a counter, I believe. Let me see. Okay, no. It's just a golf swing. So maybe the golf swing is a counter. That's so sick. And this is a super move. So that's why I was talking about before. I think some moves are super moves are back. So I would be very happy. And then we go for a hunting horn. Where are you? There we go. So as I said, not very experienced with hunting horn, but let's watch it fully. As I told you, the weapon is what it is. It's just a bonk. It's just a hammer, basically, that has less bonk, more songs. Okay. So every single one of these attacks plays a note for a melody. Okay. So every single attack equals a note. Just keep this in mind. Another note. I would and this is I don't know how it's called, but basically now you're performing your song. So you play the notes and then you perform the song with one of these attacks. And if you succeed on doing this, your song is going to become a specific buff. The buffs will change based on the weapons. Every time you craft a new weapon, you have to look at the notes that you need to play for the buffs. Some hunting horns are gonna have, I don't know, they're gonna buff your attacks with a melody, heal with another one, and give you resistance, stamina, decrease as another one. They usually have three buffs. Okay, so keep this in mind. It's a very cool weapon, very strong solo, and super strong when you're with the teammates. Okay. So this bubble here that you created, this special area, now it does damage, obviously, 38, you can see it here. But every time he's gonna do, um, I forgot the name of it, eco, no, not eco, sorry, I forgot the name of the actual type of damage. But basically, the hunting horn not only does damage when you bonk the monster, but you can play the notes and some of it will deal damage. Okay, when you do that, this bubble will replicate that and deal another portion of damage. So if you have, he's gonna show it very in sorry, he's gonna show it exactly right now. But if you have like three bubbles, you're gonna replicate that three times. Okay, that's super strong. Look now. Look now. Boom. You see? Boom. That's insane. That's a lot of damage. I was gonna show you that you can buff your allies. This is the focus strike. It comes from Rise, this attack. Before you would attach a silk, a silk of the damn bugs of Monster Hunter Rise, and you would play a note, a very strong note that will deal damage to that monster part. Now it looks like you still attach something to the monster, but instead of playing one single note, you play a lot. Look, boom, 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 and then a final blow. This was a mount finisher. This was a mount finisher. This is a super move. As I told you before, I think they are back. And I would assume that this super move will do incredible damage with the bubbles if they replicate it. Look. And this is a counter. This is the last thing they show. So, very cool. Very cool, actually. Um, I don't know if I could be giving Hunting Horn a try in this game because it looks very cool. But definitely not my style. I look for. I usually play more shield weapons. I'm gonna be honest. I love the idea of perfect guarding stuff. So the only shield weapon that doesn't really interest me that much is the lance, because the lance doesn't feel, to me, it doesn't feel as good when you hit the monster. However, gotta say the lance in Wilds is much more. It has more weight to it. It's like you hit good. So I could be definitely trying in Wilds. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and see ya probably tomorrow with at the very least other two weapons. And have a nice day, guys.